Hello everybody and welcome to another broadcast. Today we are going to be looking at Smart Notebook 16.2. We're going to be taking a look at a lot of the cool features and within it. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and share my screen over with you. Okay, as I said earlier, welcome to our broadcast. Sorry for all the stuff that's gone on. Had a few little hiccups. What we are looking at today, I'll reiterate, is the cool features and tips that you will find in Smart Notebook 16.2. So let's go ahead and move through this and we'll get started. All right, what is Smart Notebook? Well, Smart says it's basically a way of creating and managing lesson content. It's available to students with a student edition. It has math add-ons. It's a web-based version, an online repository, everything you need to inspire extraordinary learning moments. Well, simply put, what it is it's pure classroom awesomeness. When you get in there and you start looking at the different things that you can do this, you're going to see. First thing we're going to do is take a quick look at the taskbar and the toolbar. Running across your taskbar, you always say simple features that you find with a lot of other programs, but there's a few things hidden in there. Now, all this will look familiar. You've got your edits. You can go in here and use to clear out things, clear pages, delete pages, edit page groups, things like that. You'll find that a lot of this is also redundant to what you'll find in your taskbar. So we're not going to spend a lot of time going through this, but you can see going through here a lot of this. The insert, now this does make a little bit of a difference right here as far as your inserting. You can add your blank pages, smart lab activities, pictures from a scanner, video. So as you're building a lesson, you can use these different items here, which we'll show you using from the taskbar. Format, you've got your tools, add-ons, accounts that you can sign in and create, everything like that. But when we get into it, right here's everything you need. This is your forward and back button for when you've created stuff. Of course, this is your undo, redo. You've got add pages and delete pages. Open file. So if you need to open a file and add it, you can just click here. It's going to go in there. It's going to go to the last folder you had open. In this case, I'm going to switch where we're going. And I'm just going to go in the backgrounds. And, oh, sorry, those won't show. Well, what about that? It goes right in with everything else we've had going on today. You can take and make any picture into a background. If it's a notebook file. Okay, we'll move on along with that. Here's your save. Your screen. What your screen allows you to do is anything you've got up, you can cover it and reveal it as you need to. To get rid of it, just simply click on the screen again. Tables, easy way to build tables. You can come into your custom tables, which is really neat if you're doing some game design or anything like that. You need square cells. Just click on that, tell it OK, and you'll have your cells right here. You can adjust everything. You can also add your math tools in if you're working within math. As you can see, you've got all your basic math tools that will work with this. And you've got your compass. A lot of these tools don't mean anything unless you're working in math. So, let's move on along and take a look at some of the things we've got. Let me clear this page off. And we're going to look. Right here, start building your really neat stuff. You've got your Smart Lab 2. What this will allow you to do is create questions your students can answer. They can be logged in on other machines and answer straight up here with you. Let's go ahead and go with something nice and simple. Let's go with a multiple choice. This is a tricky one considering we're heading towards spring. We've had snow when we've had all this lovely weather before. These are the really cool parts. I'm not going to go over a lot of the other stuff on basic building because that's been done to death over the years. These are a lot of new things that people don't realize that are there. Next, and what you'll do is it'll take a show there. You can give titles. Give instructions. Okay, click on finish. So you can see what it's going to look like. It's loading Smart Lab activity. And what this would do is it's going to pop up with the code. Students can enter this code by going to classroomlab.com. And whenever they got in and they do this, it's going to come back and it's going to show you going around the circle, the answers, and everything like that. So just like when we look back at things like Kahoot or Plickers, here's just another way of getting feedback from your class, but this time you do it built in with your notebook. We also have, when we look at this, we have the regular Smart Lab. What this will allow you to do is create other games for interaction. I am going to take and do let's take and do something with match them up. What you're going to do is you're going to create categories for matching. We'll do rhyming words. And we're going to do at family. And we're going to do at family. Go ahead and put in cat at chat. Come over here and we'll put but cut nut. And we'll go ahead and tell it next. We're going to pick a game to put it in. I'm going to throw out this one right here with the dragon. Finish. All right, now here's what we do. We just need to match it up. Mat. Cut. Oh, he got fried. Bat. Nut. So as you can see how it keeps working going across. There are lots of other types of games you can make. This was a new one that's just shown on here, and I really liked the look of it, so that's the reason I chose it, being a fantasy nerd. Now, you can also come through. There's one with cannonballs where you can take and do sorting. There are just tons when you look into these of different games. All depends on what you come through and choose. You can also do polls and opinions, lots of other things. If you make a quick true and false, it's going to work the same way. They'll kick you over to a game. So it's really easy. Just go in there to look at the different games and play with it, and you'll see it's a lot of fun. Another thing to look at is right over here. We were already in Smart Response. Or the add-ons. Now with the add-ons, you get tons of stuff right here. As you can see, you have a line bottom left, right, top. What that is let's take and say I create some shapes. And I want to have those aligned differently. Instead of having spread, I can come through, I can select all that. And let me do something here real quick. Let me block that down so it's not part of this. And it'll move everything like that. And if we change how it looks, it'll change the way it sorts it all. So, quick ways of doing stuff. You also have within your add-ons something for the math people. You have your insert equations, so you can build equations and insert them from here. You also have your concept maps. If you want to build concept maps with the kids, you can start right here using that. Or continue along with math, you have your GeoGebra, and it'll create your grid for you that you can work from, and then you can start going through and using this and feeding stuff in and working from it. So you can see there's a lot of stuff within this you can do. Now imagine as you're doing this, you're building a lesson that has multiple pages, and each page has different activities. That's how you're really going to look at this, but what we're really dealing with, as I'll reiterate today, is just taking a look to see what all's here. Now one of the nice things about this is you also have with your add-ons, you have an equation writer also, so you can write whatever here and it will stay. And when we work our way on across, you have all of your stuff with your shapes for making your fast shapes and stuff, your erasers, your pens, your text boxes, polygons, your fills. Everything that's been there is always still there. One thing that has been added is the ability to customize. You can come in, you can add more tools, separate them out, put them out there where you want them. If I want to take and have a print function right out there, easy to see, I can choose that, and as it says, add or remove by dragging it to the toolbar, and it will drag it up there and add it there, except everything is freezing up again for some reason. Okay, moving on along. Simple thing for small children, if you've got this on a smart board and using it in the classroom, you'll want to drop that down for the kids. Now, let's get over here to the main meat of this. When you're making slides and you're moving along, how does all this work? Well, real important part is your tabs. Right here, your tabs will open up and show all the different pages you've got in your notebook. Highlights them in blue where you're at. So when we go through the tabs, this is where you're going to find all the stuff from your gallery to build with. Inside of it, you have your gallery essentials, which are a lot of your pictures and things like that. If we click on that, it will break down itself and show pictures, interactive media, tell you exactly how much stuff is in there. The gallery is now up to 6,685 items, which is amazing. That's stuff that you don't have to look for. It's already built in when it's installed. Just tons of stuff. You have your search up here, your lesson activity, your lesson examples. Just tons and tons of things. If you're looking, let's say you're building a history lesson and you're working on the Revolutionary War and you need something of George Washington. Let's just put in Revolutionary War and see what happens. Okay. Seven related folders, American Revolution, but then Revolution War will go in there. Open that up and you can see what it will have. Drag and drop. So you can start building your lesson. Now, one of the neat things is you aren't only limited to everything that you can find inside the gallery. We're going to drop down here real quick, and I am going to go to Image Web Search, and I will put in George Washington, and at that point, you've got another picture that you wanted. Now, I can spend a whole day showing everyone how to actually design lessons within this, but like I said, like I keep saying, this is just so you can see the stuff that's here. Now we come back, you've got everything here. So let's move on. You've seen how the gallery, how easy it is to go and do a search. You can see right here as it brought up the United States right there. You can see it shows the American Civil War, American presidents, North America. This is all the stuff that's already within it. If you are a geography teacher, there are tons of maps already in here that you can create and make interactive activities with. You know, we're going to take and go ahead and just add a page so you can see this. And I'm going to go right here with North America. I want to say U.S. map. To me, all my related folders. And as you can see, you can start bringing up your maps. You can actually, if you keep searching down through this and burrowing down, you can find out that everything is also quite searchable down to the smallest, where you can take and have this showing the states, and you can create drag and drops with the states. Now you see all of that right there. That is a lot of meat that this has. You also see a thing right here called the Lesson Activity Toolkit. If you go into this, this allows you to take and create interactive activities. It has buttons and different things that can be used. This has been in for quite a while now, and a lot of people have taken this to use to create design different learning activities. As you can see, it keeps going, going, going. You have interactive Flash-based media in there that are already activity games that you can use. You also have the Smart Exchange, which if you don't want to take time to build a lesson, I'm going to tell you this is a great place to go and search. Let's go take and make a quick visit over there. There it comes. And you can come in here and you can do searches for activities that are already pre-created that are really awesome. And as you can see, it automatically starts throwing everything right there. Okay, let's move on down through here. If you build a lesson and you want to share it with somebody, you want to include handouts or something, you can use this to put those handouts in it by clicking on Insert. And you can either insert a copy of a file, a hyperlink to a web page, or a shortcut to a file. I'm just going to go with a file, and I am going to take and go find a PDF or something just to show you. And so I'll hop in here real quick. I'll do that. Open. And as you can see, that's there. When you save this file and you give it to somebody, either through putting it in a drive and sharing it with them and they download it, this file that you've added will travel with it. So if you have a collection of math files, they will go with it. And right here, we have the add-ons. Now, the add-ons are a really great thing. I'm going to take a move down to the first of the add-ons. We're going to look at YouTube. With YouTube, let's go ahead and click on it, because what it does is it automatically will give you a search bar for this. Go in, do your search. I'm actually going to go out and find videos. What you would want to do is to find the video that's best going to match and preview it. So before you actually use it, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the first one up here, American T-Tax is the American Revolution.
Hi, I'm John Green. This is Crash Course World History, and today you aren't going to get a blow-by-blow chronology of the American Revolution, and you aren't going to get cool biographical details about Thomas Jefferson or George Washington, but
as you can see, you can get your preview right here. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And now I've got selection. I'm going to click on Add Video. And it will automatically add the video straight in. You can size it for whatever size you need to fit it within your lesson. And there you have your video. So, it's a great, quick, easy way to add your videos. Now, the next thing we're going to take a look at out of these is your activity builder. Well, I went ahead and created an activity so you can see what it did. How to make this? Well, simply to make this activity, I went in, typed in a little heading. I found a picture of the bucket in the gallery, dropped it in here, added a picture, and then went in and for the rhyming words, pictures, did this. Now, one of the things I do want to remind people is that when you are actually showing an activity, you are going to use your screen views, and this would be a full screen view. That way the students could interact with it as one piece, and as directions say, put the rhyming words in the bucket. Well, if we put Matt over there, it will stay. Anything that rhymes, let's put one in there that doesn't rhyme, and you'll notice it gets thrown back. Mouse, rat, it stays. Will fish stay? No. Bat, yes. Okay, now you've seen how it does. Let's take and make one real quick so you can see how to use it. Want to get out of this, simply click there. I'm going to move to the next page, and we're going to recreate that one. All right, simply go in, type your directions. I can't type today. Thank heavens for spell checks. Okay. Now everybody that's used this before knows anytime you put anything in there you don't want to move, always come in and lock it. And now let's go do a quick search. Bucket. So go straight to pictures. Here's my bucket. Resize it. I'm going to put the rhyming family on it. Come in here, we are going to in turn group that so it becomes one picture. Now we're just going to take and make some words. Cat, fast, moon, dog. All right, now we're going to go grab some pictures. And I'm going to take and use the image search right here real quick. Okay. And car. And you can imagine just going through and adding more and more pictures in there. You know, even coming up here. Okay. Now, how do you get these to go and stay? Well, first thing you come in and do is you go back, you go to Activity Builder, and we are going to start with Identify. We're going to make that the object. And it will accept these objects. Just drag them in there. And now we're going to add all remain to reject. Okay, now the activity is ready. And we are in edit mode. Check my settings. We want to go ahead and do this, bounces them back out. The animations, when it puts those in there, we'll do that. And we are done. Now, when you're done, all you have to do is drag it in, and if it's not, throws it back. So you can make any activity like this that you want, really nice and easy. Now, the lesson recorder. Lesson recorder is great. Let's take, say you're doing a flipped classroom, or you have students that are going to be out that are sick. What you can take and do is bring this up, hit new recording, and it is now currently recording everything that's done on the screen inside of here. Everything that's done here is always going to be recording. And once you're done, we'll go ahead and add some, do something here. Just you can see it recording. It's going to give me messages. Stop recording and play. So you can see how it's added there. So go through, you're doing a lesson, record the whole thing, save the file. The file has this on it, so it can come back and play it. GeoGebra, we've already covered. It's in the other GeoGebra. But here's something that's really important, smart blocks. You see these blocks right here? If we come back and I add shapes and blocks or numbers, what will happen is it will allow us to create addition. So I'm going to go here. I am going to go to smart blocks. I am going to choose a subtraction block. Drop it out here. And I am in turn going to go put a 5 up here, and then I'm going to take and come out and I'm going to put a 3. Drag that away from this. And then we're going to take a pencil and we are going to draw a line to it. And you will notice that it automatically solves it for the student. So you can come through, you can create a game with this. You'll also work with objects. You'll notice over here that I've added 3 objects. Done an addition, added 3 objects again, and it gives the answer. Now, one of the nice things is if you come back, you do this, it automatically starts removing everything, and you can keep adding to the block. So really simple. You'll also see that within this you have your addition, your subtraction, there's multiplication, division, there are power blocks that let you do other things, and square root, unknown blocks. So the higher level math, the higher the block you want to use. So as you can see, really easy to use with that, and you can also come over here, click on that, and see these that will go with it. So you can keep building your activity. Like in this case, this was just about going in and seeing what's in here and what you can use. GeoGebra. You can come through. Add the GeoGebra widget in. And as you can see, this is one of the lessons right here. So for you math people, it's worth going in and checking out to see what all's there. Also, you can go here with the math insert widgets. Everything's lagging real bad, and I apologize. Just as it was up here, adding it does the same. Now, there are some other cool things with this. We've already done the image search, but I'm going to steal the page from it. We're going to go back in the gallery. There is a 3D warehouse. And we are going to go out and look. And for those of you that are interested, if you want to have SketchUp added to your computer, let us know and we can add it. And you will be able to go out here and pull any of these 3D lessons that are out here. They are really amazing. It's something to look at. Like I said, we're not going to cover actually doing those today, but we can add that for you. So if you have any questions about this, please let us know. Like I said, this is just a quick walkthrough on this to let you see what all's here. And if you have any questions, let us know and we will get with you at our schools. Otherwise, we're done with this for the day. And what you need to remember to do is always go out and do your survey so you can get your certificate of completion. If you're following along and doing the activities, I'll ask is that you go in and you create an example activity and submit it into Google Classroom, any type of activity that you want to, and we will take a look at it and we'll assign your points from there. So after you've done your survey, be sure to do your survey. And here's the class module. Just create that and we're good to go. Hope everybody got something out of this. And like, if you need us, let us know. and we would be more than happy to do an actual training on this in the school with you. Not much that you can cover in an hour on this, so this was just a little bit of show and tell. If you have any questions, as it's repeated several times, please let us know. And if you have no questions right now, we're going to go ahead and sign off and say have a great day, evening, and see you out there.